Right now, while you're watching this, specialized law firms are filing dozens of lawsuits every single week against small businesses across America. Not because those businesses did anything wrong, not because a customer complained. They received a demand letter, out of nowhere, claiming their website violated the Americans with Disabilities Act. TV stations in Atlanta and Orlando have been investigating this surge. WSB-TV Channel 2 and WFTV Channel 9 both reported on it in February 2026, and what they found should concern every small business owner with a website. Over 15,000 lawsuits in the past 4 years, nearly 4,000 in 2025 alone, 90% of them filed by just 16 specialized law firms. And the worst part? Most of these businesses thought they were fine. Here's what happened to Sarah Campbell, a small fashion retailer based in Atlanta with stores in Buckhead and online. One plaintiff, dozens of lawsuits, all in a blitz. Her cost to address it? More than $200,000. She hired ADA coders. She hired a school for the blind to audit her site, and she was still sued 2 more times. Or consider the owner of Leaf and Blossom, a small flower shop in Orlando. 5 days before Christmas, she got the news. She settled. Thousands of dollars gone, even though she believed her site was compliant. And a restaurant owner put it plainly. My attorneys told me, you can fight it, but you're going to lose. Even a defense attorney who handles these cases says, and I'm quoting here, I don't think there's a website in the universe that's compliant. So what does this mean for your business? Let's talk numbers. When a business gets hit with one of these lawsuits, a typical settlement runs between $5,000 and $75,000. Contested cases can exceed $100,000. And when you add in legal defense, remediation, and ongoing monitoring, you're looking at $200,000 or more. Sarah Campbell from Atlanta is proof of that. A web developer who helps businesses get compliant put it simply, it's a lot less expensive to get compliant than it is to get sued. The question isn't whether your website has issues. According to the attorney who handles these cases, every website does. The question is whether you know what your specific risk is before you get that letter. You might be thinking, that happens to big companies, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A, not me. But the WSB-TV investigation found lawsuits hitting everything from small Buckhead boutiques to comfort food restaurants to single-location flower shops. If you run a daycare and parents fill out an enrollment form on your website, you're exposed. If you run a medical or dental practice and patients can book appointments online, you're exposed. And here's the one that surprises people. If you're a small law firm, yes, even attorneys are being targeted. Your intake forms, your case evaluation pages, all of it needs to be accessible. If your website generates any revenue or serves the public, it represents potential legal exposure. So why can't you just Google how to fix website ADA compliance and take care of it yourself? 4 reasons. First, there's no universal standard. The Department of Justice started defining website compliance rules back in 2010. They never finished. That legal ambiguity is the entire foundation these lawsuits are built on. Second, most automated scanners miss most issues. Studies show the typical accessibility tool misses up to 70% of real violations. If you can't see them all, you can't fix them. Third, fixing it once isn't enough. Sarah Campbell proves that. She did everything right and still got sued twice more. This is not a one-time project. It requires ongoing monitoring. And fourth, before you can do anything, you need to know where you actually stand. You need a clear risk picture first.
My name is Thomas Freese. I've been running a digital marketing agency here in the Atlanta area for 6 years, and my entire focus is helping small businesses grow. Over those 6 years, I started seeing the same pattern repeatedly. Business owners, daycares, dentists, wellness centers, doing everything right to build their online presence, completely unaware that their website was a legal liability. They weren't careless, they just didn't know what they didn't know. That's why I partnered with AudioEye. AudioEye is the accessibility platform trusted by over 131,000 brands, companies like Samsung, Porsche, and FedEx. They are the gold standard for detecting and fixing website accessibility issues. And I'm bringing that same enterprise-level protection to small businesses like yours, at a price that actually makes sense.
Not all accessibility tools are created equal, and in this world, that difference matters enormously. A third-party independent study found that AudioEye detects up to 253% more WCAG issues than other leading accessibility tools, not 10% more, 253% more. That means other scanners, including free ones, are leaving the majority of your vulnerabilities invisible. AudioEye also provides 300 to 400% more protection from valid legal claims compared to other solutions. And their certified team of accessibility experts has personally debunked over 2,600 invalid legal claims, protecting businesses from lawsuits that never should have been filed. This isn't a free scan you forget about in an hour. This is the same platform protecting over 131,000 brands worldwide.
So here's how we start. For just $29, I will run your website through AudioEye's enterprise-grade scanner and deliver a clear, plain English PDF report directly to you. You'll get your compliance status, pass or fail, stated plainly. You will see your top violations ranked by severity, and you'll know exactly what your next step should be. This isn't a vague printout, it's an actionable risk snapshot, the same technology protecting 131,000 businesses applied specifically to your website. $29, delivered fast, and it could save you thousands. The link is on your screen right now. Click it and let's get started. If the risk snapshot tells you that you have significant exposure, and for most businesses it will, the natural next step is a full assessment at $249. This is a comprehensive professional evaluation. You get a WCAG 2.1 expert scan, a risk severity score, a plain English summary of what your risk level actually means to an attorney, and a live assessment report tied to your specific URL. And you get a 30-minute strategy call with me personally. We'll go through your results, prioritize what needs to be fixed, and map out your path to protection. The $249 assessment may also be credited towards implementation if you decide to move forward with ongoing compliance monitoring. Most of my clients who get the snapshot move to the full assessment because once you see your exposure, you will want the full picture. I want to leave you with this. The businesses that got sued, the Atlanta fashion retailer, the Orlando flower shop, the restaurant owner, none of them thought it would happen to them. They didn't get a warning. They didn't get a complaint from a customer. They got a demand letter. And by the time that letter arrives, your options are expensive. Legal defense is expensive. Settlements are expensive. Remediation under pressure is expensive. For $29 right now, you can know exactly where your website stands. You get a professional risk snapshot delivered fast, built on the same platform protecting 131,000 plus brands. If you want the full picture and a strategy call with me personally, the full assessment is $249, and that investment can be credited towards your compliance solution. The link is on your screen. Take the first step today before you get that letter. I'm Thomas Freese with Pinpoint Local. Let's protect your business.